Good morning, B Group. How are you? I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to be there today because my son's poorly. I just noticed there's a monkey on my shoulder. Anyway, by the way, right, what I need you to do, there's lots that you can be getting on with yourself. First of all, can you go to table number 2, the center table, and can you get a distance traveled sheet? We did them last lesson. I want you to fill out the bits that relate to what you did since last lesson. Fill out what you're going to do during today's lesson. And then I want you to make sure by the end of the lesson you have filled in the back of it so you know what you've done and what you're going to do before next lesson. And this is all about target setting, just practical target setting, not grade target settings. The next thing, can you make sure on that you go and get your previous distance sheet, which is in the blue tray, and can you just have a look at what you said you're going to do from the last lesson? Then what I want you to do is on the one you're going to fill in today, I want you to put number 2 on top of it, and I want you to put your name, obviously. When you're finished with those, there's a stapler on table number 2. Can you staple them together and put them back into the blue tray, into the top section, please? The other thing that I'd like you to do now is you should have taken more photographs for me. So the photographs that you have taken, the portrait images, we all had one-to-ones last lesson. We went through them all. You know what type of images, what things to look out for. I want you to go and make contact sheets. So go through that, print them out, send it to the 4005 printer, the color one. But make sure you change properties to grayscale. That's going to save you money. Then what I want you to do is I want you to go through your contact sheets yourself. Look out for the things that I talked to you about, like trees coming out of people's heads. Like if you look here, if this was an image, it would be really bad because I've got a dividing line coming right out at the top of my head. Whatever about the clock on the side of my head, that's a different story. Then I want you to cross-reference with somebody else. Be brave, go and chat to somebody you don't normally chat with and say, look, can you look over mine and, select and deselect images. Then from that shoot and your previous shoot, I want sample prints made, please. Actually, no, correction, I'm going to save you a bit of time on that. Make sample prints from last week's lesson, but this week's lesson, I want you to... No, you should be able to at this stage. Make sample prints from both of your shoots, have them done, and then I want them ready for next lesson. So realistically that should be 45 minutes. By the time you've made the contact sheets, you've looked at them, you've checked them, and somebody else to check them, and you've made the sample prints for to an A4 page. Once that's done, I'd like you to go to the top of the classroom, and if I remember, the desk just inside the door, there's plastic wallets, Polly Pockets as I call them. Put your contacts in there, please, and put them into the bottom blue tray. Okay, so they're there for me to have a look at when I get back in, and also that will be there for you for next lesson. For the remainder 45 minutes, I'd like you to be working on your pages. Okay, I'd like them to be up to date so I can view them for next lesson and then get them ready to print. A couple of people have been asking me about some whe. What happens if I... Right, little challenge. I'd like people to create a reminder card. Alright, so an A6 reminder card, double-sided, so you have to print out, you'll be 2 A6s. A reminder card for what to think about when photographing. So if you imagine this, it's a little laminated card, bigger than a business card, so it's quarter A4. And it gives us all the stuff that we have on the blog. So when doing portraiture, we have the PowerPoint, we've got those 5 slides that have got a lot of things to think about when doing portraiture. On the other side, I'd like it to kind of list the variables, varied distance, varied lighting, varied angles, and they're all on our blog. So that could be a whe factor for somebody. Then our next lesson is on Thursday, so all things going to plan, I'm going to be back by then. So it's contact sheets. It's your distance travels form. It's contact sheets, okay? mark them yourself, get somebody else to select and deselect, then make sample prints from both of your photo shoots. So I'd suggest the easiest thing is put all the images that you've selected, copy them into a new folder, and make a 2-row, 2-column contact sheet from that. And then working on your pages. Artist research you should be at this point putting one of your images, one of your artist images, and talking about the comparisons. So talking about maybe lighting, angle, depth of field, using the formal elements. All right, we need to be using formal elements for maturity in our language. Okay, so I will be on email all morning, and I'll check them. So if you got any questions, let me know, please. All right. So again, sorry I can't be there, but you've had 5 minutes and 57 seconds of me talking to you. All right. Bye, folks. Have a nice week.